always a nice feeling when you're walking into a really good situation and knowing that you're going to be able to come in and help a team push to a goal and to go out there and hopefully postseason and beyond. So it's going to be really fun. Got in here and meeting all the guys. Seems like a great group of guys. AC is awesome, and the whole staff's been great so far.
When do you think you'll be ready to play?
I think we're gonna actually. It's not gonna be too long. You'll probably go out and rehab here, maybe pretty soon, and then see how that goes, and could be back before you know it. So trust me, I'm itching to get back out. It's been too long, and I'm ready to get back out there and play baseball again and play some winning baseball.
Kyle, you were obviously part of an iconic franchise and there at a time when they made history in 2016. What does it mean to be coming to another franchise with a lot of history and also some recent success, but mostly, a franchise that's been around and is a charter franchise dating back more than 100 years?
Yeah, it's special. You can't. I always say that there's, only a couple real ballparks left in the game, and the rest are kind of stadiums. And you think of Fenway, you think of Wrigley Field. Those are, iconic, historic places where there's been a lot of history there before you're ever even going to step on that baseball field. And you already have a certain amount of respect before you do take that park and you put on that uniform. And I'm really excited to put on that uniform, knowing that all the history and everything that comes with it, all the respect that you have when you put on that jersey, and go out there and play for a great fan base.
Kyle, what have they talked to you about playing first base, and what's your experience playing first base?
Yeah, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to keep taking ground balls, and I'm going to try to get acquired to the position. And for me, I view myself as a pretty good athlete, and I just want to be able to go out there and make sure you have the basics down, and as you keep progressing, you keep learning things. But I know that obviously there is a sense of urgency here with where the club's at, and I'm going to do my everything that I possibly can to make sure that if I'm going in there at first base, that there's not going to be a beat missed.
Kind of how much, Kyle, to just to kind of acclimate to a new team, get healthy, and try to learn a new position at the same time?
It was definitely a little whirlwind there. Getting a call late that night, and trying to scramble and make sure that you get everything in order to get to Tampa. And you're when you're walking into the ballpark and you do all the protocol things, and past that, you get excited when you're going to walk into a new clubhouse full of a bunch of new guys. And I don't think I've played with any of these guys before, so it's just really fun meeting new guys and seeing the personalities. And I always believe that you have to have a tight group to play winning baseball, and this group seems very, very tight. And I'm excited to keep acclimating to these guys and have them get to know me, and get out there on the field with them.
Kyle, how much are you looking forward to the challenge of playing first base? And historically over your career, where have you felt most comfortably playing positionally?
I am looking forward to the challenge. I'm not a guy that's going to shy away from something. They asked, and I said, "Let's go." I'll trust me. I'll be working my butt off to be be over there. So, it is what it is. And I know that people can be a little, iffy or whatever it is if you see a guy that hasn't played first base before. But, I will give you guys my word that I'm going to be working my butt off over there and do the best of my possible abilities. And, it's not like I haven't learned a new position before. I was a catcher coming up through all the minor leagues, college, everything like that. And pretty much just got thrown up in the left field in the big leagues. And so, it's not unfamiliar to me for a new position. So, like I said, I'm just going to keep working continuously at it.
Kyle, Alex mentioned the different options that you provided the group. And do you see first base being, the best chance for you to help this team win, A, and B, has it been discussed at all where you might hit in the lineup if you're going to take over the leadoff spot?
Yeah, I'm going to leave that up to AC. Wherever AC sees best for me to fit into the field, that's what I want to do. I just want to help this team win. That's the goal. Whenever you're coming into a team like this and you see the position that they're at, you just want to be able to be out there on the field and help these guys win every day. And, for myself, I view myself as someone who's my goal every day is to do something that day to help the team win. If it's on the field, if it's at the plate, if it's in the clubhouse, whatever it is, try to help that team win that day. You could be 0-4, make a nice play out in the field. You make a different, make a little oopsie out there out in the field, go make it up at the plate, whatever it is, or just trying to change some guys, days in the clubhouse. That's how I want to roll. And I'm looking forward to the challenge. And then in the lineup part, haven't heard anything. Like I said, we'll leave that up to AC. And, like I said, I just want to help the team win.
Well, you come with a reputation of being a high energy guy and a glue guy, sort of. How much of that do you think is part of your value and what you bring to a team? And how difficult is it to do that when you're joining a team kind of mid-season? And as you said, you don't have any past relationships with these guys before.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just being able to be yourself. And, these guys make it very easy to be yourself. Obviously it's going to take a little bit of time. I mean, these guys have been playing, over 100 games with each other, and they have a new face step in, and everyone's got to get acclimated to everything, and I got to get acclimated to them. I'm going to be, I know pretty much all the players' names, just staff wise, having to try to get to know staff's names, things like that. And, I'm excited. And, the high energy part, I just want to go about my business daily. And, if it's in the dugout, jumping up and down, cheering for your teammates, whatever it is, or out in the field, big hit, show a little bit of emotion. That's what I want to bring. I just want to go out there every day and be a really good teammate for all these guys and just ride the coattails here and help keep pushing.
Kyle, you were on quite a run before you got hurt. Have you been able to take much BP recently, or what have you been able to do to kind of keep your swing locked in? Or if you even can do that,
Yeah, the run was great. Then obviously the injury happened, but I was pretty much able to hit a week after the injury happened. So it's almost been about 3 weeks of hitting so far. So that's been definitely a positive there on the fact that I've been able to keep swinging the bat and keep doing my routine and keep doing some challenge BPs and things like that, getting on the machine, hitting breaking balls, kind of just keeping the swing fluid. Obviously the game's the game, and you can't replicate a game, but I'm doing the best of my ability to help replicate a game every time I try to step into that cage, so that whenever that time comes, it'll be short and I can get back out in the field.
Kyle, can you describe your relationship with Rafael Devers and kind of workouts? Did you give him a call? What were the conversations like before you got here?
Yeah, know Rafi for the past about 3-4 years now, and we've always worked out together at the same place. and we always, will be hitting at the same place. And I mean, talk about just a great kid in general. I mean, the personality, the attitude he brings. I mean, it's fantastic, and I'm very excited to see what he brings onto the field. I mean, obviously the numbers speak for himself, but you want to see, I'm just excited to see it in person now, and so that's going to be really fun. And first day I got here, just saw the big smile he has, and ready to rock and roll. So he's unbelievable, great player, great talent, better person.
Kyle, just to go back to that run Pete was asking about a minute ago, what was that like? What was that June like for you to be so locked in? And how, I don't know if you can replicate that, but how confident are you that you can get back to something approaching that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the run was a run there. I mean, the you don't want to think that you're not surprised by it, because that's something that you prepare for every day. That's something that I think every player holds themselves to a very high expectation for themselves. But obviously, the home runs were the home runs. When you hit that many, you just kind of sit back and laugh, and just hope that feeling never goes away. And just to get back out there on the field. I believe hitting's a feeling. You just want to be able to keep that same feeling that you go into the box. If you go into the box and you trust your work, you trust your cage work, and you trust your preparation on the pitcher, and you step in the box and you know that you got everything there, that you already got a slight advantage. And the only thing that we can control as hitters is from taking the bat and going to contact, and then after contact, it's out of our control. So I love the process base, and that's what I'm just going to try to keep doing, is try to keep going at that process and keeping that feeling.
Just one follow-up. I'm curious what you remember about the one time you did put on a first baseman's mitt in a game. I know it was only for a play, but does anything stand out from that?
Yeah, I was hoping the ball was going to get hit to me. I think it was bases loaded. We went 5-man infield there, and I was excited. I wanted the ball to come to me. I was ready to throw that thing home. But yeah, that was it. So I mean, like I said, just keep working.
Kyle, you have the experience from 2016 of having been out for a while with injury and coming back, and obviously, longer duration of being sidelined. But are you able to take anything from that in terms of trying to jump back into to being a difference maker down the stretch?
Yeah, that was kind of the thing when I was in Washington and that first happened. I'm no stranger to being hit with that injury there. Obviously that was a knee injury, but now with the hamstring here and being close, you're able to kind of think back to those times. I mean, it's nothing as substantial as the knee was, in terms of time, but just being able to kind of think back and think about things that you did. Being able to keep your mind engaged in the game, I think that's a big thing. And also just the cage work and things like that, being able to think back at what you did there and try to apply it to that situation that you're at and that I'm in right now.
Well, Heim said he hadn't broached the subject of catching with you, but how long would it take for you to feel comfortable doing that in a game situation? And is that something you'd be willing to get back to if they asked you to, in addition to learning first?
Yeah. The catching thing, man. I mean, that's been since 2000, and I think my last game was like 2017 behind the plate. But yeah, I mean, trust me, I love catching. I've loved like the pitching side of baseball. So, I love the, I have a huge respect for catchers and what they do on a daily basis, and having to know the opposing hitters, knowing your pitcher, knowing what they have that day, and then also having to go up there and hit. So, if that road does cross, trust me, I love catching, and I would be all about that. And yeah, I don't know how long it would take, but the groins and stuff like that might be a little tight after a first bullpen or something. So, but we'll see what happens.
Kyle, with that positional switch that you made from catcher to the outfield, how long would you say it took you to kind of get comfortable out there?
You know what? I think a lot of people, kind of look back at my outfield play, and they only remember the 2015 playoffs. And, that was kind of the biggest thing, where you have some errors and some big moments. But, the more time that you're out there, and you're continually working at it, the more comfortable you're going to get. And, it's obviously the first time that you're out there, you're just trying to keep the basics under your belt, and not really trying to do something special, you know what I mean? And make the extraordinary play. It's more about making the routine play, and being really good at the routine play.
Any last questions for Kyle? All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys. Looking forward to it.